Okay, so it's time for 2019, paper 2, question 10, and we're going to do it the fun/common sense kind of way. Right, show x plus 3 is a factor of this polynomial. Well, if x plus 3 is a factor, what that means is that this thing is going to give me a solution, or a root, of x equals negative 3. Okay, so all I'm going to do is plug in x equals negative 3. And what we'll do is we'll see whether that gives us the answer 0. If it gives us the answer 0, that means x equals negative 3 is a root or a solution. And if x equals negative 3 is a root or a solution, that means x plus 3 is going to have to be a factor. So we can work this through. It's a calculator paper, so you can type it in or you can practice doing maths. So 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, 81 times 3 again, 243. And it's positive, right? I've got 4 minus signs, so minus times minus is plus. 2 more minuses cancel out, and again I've got plus at the end of the day. 27, 270 from timesing by 10. And there's 3 minuses, so whoopsie daisy, that should be a minus sign. Here, minus and a minus makes plus 9. Minus and a minus makes plus 24, minus 6. And because it says show that, you can just blag it and say, well, after you've got this far, equals 0. And you can say, therefore, x plus 3 is a factor. 2 marks, please. Thank you very much. Type it in, you'll see it works. It's all good. Part B, the fun part. Hence, factorise fully. Hence, so we're going to use what we've found out. So we started with this equation here, 3x to the power 4. And what we did is we already know that it's equal to x plus 3 times something, right? Because we know x plus 3 is a factor. That's exactly what that means. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some common sense and say, right, x plus 3 times what? Well, I want to have 3x to the power of 4. Where's that going to come from? It's got to be a 3x cubed here. Why? When I expand it, x times 3x cubed will give me 3x to the power of 4. So all I'm doing is I'm unexpanding it. To expand, you times everything across here, right? All I'm doing now is unexpanding. What do I expand to get this answer? So I want 10x cubed. Now if I expand this so far, I've already got 3 times 3x cubed, so that gives me 9x cubed. I want 10x cubed. That means I'm going to have plus x squared. Why? Because then my x times my x squared will give me plus 1x cubed, and that makes 10. 9 plus 1 is 10, x cubed like I needed. Then I look at the next term, x squared. Where does that come from? Well, I've already got 3 times x squared going on there. I've already got 3x squared. Now see, I wanted to have just 1x squared. So I need to somehow take away 2x squareds. How am I going to take away 2x squareds? Well, I'm going to have minus 2x. Because then x times minus 2x will give me my minus 2x squareds. Great, I'm nearly there. The last one's really easy actually, because see I need minus 6 at the end. Well, 3 is the only number here. 3 times what gives me minus 6? It's going to have to be negative 2, take away 2 at the end. Okay, that's a take away 2 right there. Great, factorise fully. So normally when I'm factorising, I often start with a cubic a bit like this, and then I have to maybe guess some numbers to get a root, and then I can do exactly what I've done here to factorise it fully. So let's do that process. We have got 3x cubed. I'm just copying out what was here, right? I'm now going to then factorise that even more. Keep going. This is going to equal something times something. Okay, what is it going to be? Well, here they told us an answer. We're going to work it out for ourselves. Let's just guess some stuff. I'm going to guess x equals 1, x equals minus 1, x equals 2, x equals minus 2. guess stuff until I get this, until I get 0 as a solution. So when x equals 1, I put it in here. What do I've got? I've got 3 times 1 cubed plus 1 squared minus 2 times... We do 1 because it's an easy number, right? We'll do 2 next because it's the next easiest number. Hang on a minute. That's 3. That's 1. That's minus 2. That's minus 2. I actually get 0 already. What do I know? Because the answer is 0, that means that x equals 1 is a root. Therefore, x minus 1 is a factor. So x minus 1 can go there. And I repeat the process. What do I have to have here so that when I expand it, I get this answer? I'm going to factorize, which is unexpanding. How do I get 3x cubed? Well, that's going to be 3x squared there. So when I expand it, I get the answer I need. Now, already I've got minus 1 times 3x squared, which is minus 3x squared. I need to have plus x squared as an answer. So that means I need to have here plus x, because why? Because x times by x is going to give me, hang on, I'd have plus 4x, because then I'll have plus 4x squared. So minus 3 plus 4 makes the 1x squared that I need. Then I'm on to my last one. I've got as far as x. The last one's a number. Okay, I need to have minus 2. Minus 1 times what gives me minus 2. That's going to be plus 2 right there. Okay, so this bit plugs in here, and I'm doing quite well so far. Let me just write down what we've worked out. So we started with this big crazy thing here. Okay, so that was this one. And we've factorized it into 2 different bits already. So we've already worked out that it's going to be this bit, x plus 3. This bit, x minus 1. And this bit. That times that makes this times that bit. And I've got my full question that I started with. Okay, so copied out all my ingredients so far, finished copying down the question, and this is where I've got to so far. Okay, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to factorize this in whatever usual way you use. I, of course, play the game. I'm like, what 2 factors can make this, right? So 3x squared, well, that's going to be 3x times by x. It's the only way of doing it. I'm more positive, there's no minus signs anywhere, so it's simple. 2, that's the easy one, right? It's either got to be plus 2 and plus 1, or the other way around. Really easy. Okay, so let's look. That would make 3x plus 2x is 5x. I want 4. This would make 2x. Okay, so if I swap them round, right, like that, that would make x plus 6x. That's 7x. So actually, none of this makes, I can't seem to factorize that. So maybe I'm done. Maybe this is the full answer right here. Now, it does say in the question, factorize fully. So it's going to expect me, if this is done, it's going to want me to prove that or show that this is done. So what am I going to do instead of trying to factorize it? Now I can't factorize it. I'm going to try and show that, okay, I'm going to try and show that I'm done. Okay, I'm going to try and show that, that's a minus, sorry. I'm going to use my discriminant to show that this doesn't factorize. Now, if it doesn't factorize, there's no solutions like this, and I should have no answers, no real solutions, no real roots. So if it doesn't factorize, if I can't do this, I can't get any solutions. So I'm going to find the discriminant. If the discriminant is less than 0, then that means that it doesn't factorize, and therefore I'm done. I'm finished. I've done as much as I can. So just looking from here, just quickly, A is going to be 3, B is going to be 4, and C is going to be 2. So 3 squared minus 4 times 3 times, hold on, B squared minus 4AC. B is 4 squared minus 4 times 3 times 2. That's better, sorry. So B squared minus 4AC. So b squared is 16 minus 4 times 3 is 12 minus 24 equals negative 8. So what we do is we go less than 0, therefore no solutions, therefore answer is already fully factorized. So what do I find out? I found out that this line here is my complete answer. That when I've factorized these two factors out, I'm left with something where b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, which means there are no solutions, so the answer is already fully factorized. And there we go. This bit is the answer.